We should be back. Thank you, Jason Dent, for the 10. That is going to put us 5 away from our next face camera expansion. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we should be back up and running. Okay. So Okay, so we got the first hour and 5 minutes into the stream before this completely died. That's nice. Can you guys hear me now? This is experimental. I dropped the resolution teeny tiny bit. Hopefully that'll help some. Okay. So people in the YouTube might have to go to a new stream. Should be back up. Try my channel page. That's how I'm going to do it. So we're going to close that. Defo want to use Ethernet for the mainstream. The problem is the laptop doesn't have an Ethernet jack. So I've got to find the adapter, which I don't know if it's even here. Should I go looking for that right now? That feels like people are saying still a bad frame rate. Well, I don't know. YouTube.com/JoeHillsTSD, because I got to pull up the new chat. Huh. Okay. Well, so here is the new one with 106 people watching apparently on YouTube. So I'm going to have to pause that and then pop out the chat. No, Art wouldn't have a USB to Ethernet adapter, I don't think. Stream's a bit off again. That part of that might be the fact that I'm trying to open the YouTube page in order to pop out the chat. Okay, so one option here. Oh no, that's not an option. It's not an option at all. Okay. So live chat on YouTube. Yeah, I'm only streaming to one place via Restream.io. Much less latency now, at least. Okay, 1.82 frames a second. So I'm not dropping frames. I wonder what that means. So on the OBS side of things, I'm using 32% of the CPU, streaming at 30 frames a second at 540p. But people are not apparently seeing things, or now they are. Okay. Much better now. Yay! Okay. So, but I did drop the resolution from 720p to 540p. So that should be good. Mr. Cool Guy, I don't care why it says I have no viewers. The numbers are meaningless. Like, as long as people are enjoying this, it doesn't matter how many of them. Viewer count is kind of like, it's one of those metrics that only matters if you care what like sponsors and stuff think about you, and I don't have those. Like, I just have people who like my work. I have patrons, and they care about the work quality, not the viewership numbers. Okay. Cheesiest says you definitely want your Ethernet adapter for the real stream. Well, here's the thing, is I either don't know where it is at all, or I could find it in the next, like, 3 minutes. So, on some level, I'm now wandering into the next room. Like, it's the physical material plane level, actually. That's the level I'm doing that at. Is this it? Nope, that's a USB-C to Thunderbolt 2 adapter. Is it in my backpack? I haven't used my backpack in like months, but that would be a plausible place for it. There's my Ghost of Saltmarsh book. I've been looking for that. there's my other watch charger. That's a DVI adapter. That's an emergency rain poncho thing. This is light bulbs. That whole drawer is full of light bulbs. This is batteries and carabiners? Okay, well, at least I found the carabiners. In case I need those. That one's blankets. Oh, here we go. Bunch of Ethernet cables. That'd be helpful. Here's more cables and more cables. Okay. So, okay. I haven't done rock climbing for a while. When I was in Scouts, I used to do some climbing. Okay, there's... Nope. Not in this one. That's disappointing. That's not great. Don't knock into the candelabras. It's a problem. Do. Don't make that mistake twice, 'cause it won't be very nice. Bring these drawers out here to review. See, I've got a Game Boy. Okay, yeah, don't know where my USB thing is. My USB to Ethernet, but I do have. Oh no, that's not a Game Boy adapter. I thought it was. It's a different USB to USB adapter. Mouse box. What is this? Micro cassette tape recorder from college. Old SIM cards. Oh, well that's handy. Little skull. Can't see it. No, you really can't see it. Okay, it's way too much in the foreground. You got a small skull there. That's nice. Glad to help make you laugh, Beth. And best of luck with your dad and everything. It's a rough time for a lot of people, and wishing him a quality and speedy recovery. Okay, the short version is I don't think there's a USB to Ethernet adapter in this drawer either. So we pull out this one. Got wheels for the desk that I'm not using. Glasses. Which glasses are even in here? Curious. Oh, these are the actual glasses I was wearing in my Twitter picture. So, whoops. Closing the lid on that. What else have I got in here? Part of a telephone. Bunch of notebooks. Telephone wires. More telephone parts. The short version is I'm not feeling super optimistic about finding that USB to Ethernet adapter. This is not all stuff in the backpack. I'm now going through drawers that I pulled out. Okay. More drawers! Let's go to the land of more drawers, where the shadows lie. Okay. More glasses. Ooh, wait. Bam! Okay. Thunderbolt 2 to Ethernet adapter. Gotta come back over here. Robert Shaw Tips 3, who says, fantastic candles. Thank you very much. That is going to put us $2 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Still need to plug this into a thing. So where do I have Ethernet cables? Okay. How long is this Ethernet cable? This Ethernet cable is just long enough to come out of the router, which is insufficient for this purpose. I could get the super long Ethernet cable that runs to the back of the booth, but that's going to be too long and screw up the whole booth. So then it's like, well, what do we have in the middle? We have several 6-foot cables I bought that are going to be too short. This is... But I've got some older cables that are middle length. They just have the tabs broken off them. Is this Cat 5 or Cat 6? I mean... honestly, even Cat 5 would probably be better than... This is Cat 6. Okay. So as you can see, the tabs are broken off the ends of these, but like they'll probably be fine. Okay, so I'm just going to plug this in without adding a bunch of weight to the side of the laptop and making it flip off the bucket in a radical maneuver. Okay, we got to unspool this. This is like wound really tight. See, like you guys, can you guys see this? I don't know. It's like this is a lot. We're cabling. Okay, so we have Thunderbolt 2, which will plug in on this side of the laptop and hopefully not pull it down. Why is that not plugging in? Okay, gotta flip that over. Okay, Thunderbolt 2. And then we bring this cable over the laptop without knocking it over. And then, ooh, this really does not feel safe. Okay, plug this into the back of the router without unplugging the router from anything else, which of course we can't go looking behind the router with a mirror because my mirror is underneath the laptop right now. So that's fine. Okay, we're just gonna have to pull the router partially out in order to see. Okay, we getting a link activity light? No. What about here? That port live? Yeah, it is. Boom, link activity. I'll take it. Okay, are we getting a link activity light on the other end? There isn't one. Okay, that's a great adapter. Okay, so here's the fun part. We're going to turn off the Wi-Fi. And hopefully the internet will fail over to the wired internet that we haven't tested. Okay, if this goes out, the stream is not over. If the stream goes out, though, you might have to refresh it, okay? So, I'm going to my channel page. Ethernet now working. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the new chat. We did get a $2 tip from Robert Shaw, which is going to put us at our next face camera expansion. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to do that once I get... Am I back on the same chat here? Okay, Robert Shaw, thank you for the $2. That is going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion here. So there we go. It's time to expand. Just. That wasn't very expansive. It is hard to do this on the trackpad with the trackpad being like level with my mouth. I'm like, ah. I'm like a spider. Got 4 fingers on the trackpad from each hand. 2 body segments. This and this. Okay, so we need to lower that face camera opacity as well. Do, 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 do. So we're going to go to chroma key, bring that down to 70. Alrighty, there we go. So thank you again to Robert Shaw for that. Okay. No wireless mouse. It'll just get paint on it. Somebody says, see if we can up the resolution again. Maybe, but I'm going to have to stop the stream to do that. And people freaked out with last time the stream ended, even though the stream wasn't over. Hey, Joseph Seguin, thank you for the 3, who says, hello, I'm a big fan. I appreciate you coming by for this experimental weird stream, Joseph. That puts us 17 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay, where was I? Okay. Okay, that is out of Red Bull and out of orange juice. I think we're just going to switch to orange juice alone here. Oh yeah, this company did not pay me to showcase their brand, so I'm not going to pour this in front of the camera, because that would be not cool. If you make low-acid orange juice and would like to pay me $15,000 a year to promote it, let me know. Okay. Anything less than it's just not worth my time. Wittershins, thank you for the 10, who says, this is the stream of IRL time skips. Yes, it is. That is going to put us 7 away from our next face camera expansion. I'm getting way more thirsty, like digging through everything and pulling stuff out here. Okay. So, back to the painting thing. So, this paint can has something I've never seen on a paint can before. They used to just be like you would open them up, like with there'd be a metal lip and you get a screwdriver underneath it. This one has like a baby seal or like something. You guys can't see it. It's got this seal on it. How do I get this off? Do I like bolt cutters? I like objectively have no idea. It's like it's on here super good. What am I drinking? Straight orange juice. Okay. Keep your drink far away from the paint water. I did put it back in the other part of the kitchen. Okay. If I hold this up here, is the can actually chroma green? It kind of. Okay. Make sure that cups are different colors too. Okay, yeah. This doesn't open well or easily. Somebody says can opener, but the thing is the can opener isn't going to cut through the plastic. Can I move the other camera in front of the face cam? It is in front of the face cam, I think. Wait, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't think I like that. I like the other way. Thank you, Robert Shaw, for the additional 3, who says, nice, get something sharp and be careful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that on the board real quick, or on the abacus. Boom. So that is going to put us 14 away from our next face camera expansion. Everybody seems to really like it better the other way. These candelabras were cheap, but okay, fine. If y'all insist. I guess I'll move my face and everything further this way, or what have you. Okay. Okay. Are we gonna hit Beetlejuice tonight? I don't know, because we haven't even gotten started. We've been at this for, oh no, the timer isn't gonna work because yeah, we've been at this for an hour and a half, and uh, hold on. Pry it off with the screwdriver. See, yeah, so this plastic part, so there's a normal metal paint can lid underneath a plastic outer part here. Dang it. Camera doesn't like vibrations. Maybe a pocket knife. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Where would my knife be? Because I was using it on assembling. Oh, this is hazardous as is. Wait, maybe the jewelry pliers would work? Nope. Jewelry pliers. Wait, hold on. This Chandler O guy is apparently bothering people, and I don't know. And apparently, this is going to require a lot of scrolling back to find the actual thing, but I'm just going to put him in timeout. Whatever you did, stop. I don't know what you did, but like people have been asking me to fix it, and the scrolling on this computer is not good at doing all the things at once. So let's just try and not do whatever you're doing. Okay. I know I checked. The lid doesn't have instructions for removing this plastic part. But like, if we put the jewelry pliers underneath it here. Wait, hold on. Is this... This might not work the way I think it works. Okay, there's a possibility this is just going to drop a pint or 1 quart of paint everywhere as soon as I take it off. Oh, this is... There's no instructions on the thing here, though, about removing this. But like when I'm looking at it from the underside, like when I look straight down this, I'm worried this might be the outer lip somehow. Paint caps like that don't have instructions. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, use pliers to pop off the plastic ring. That's what I was trying to do. So we put these under here. And it's on there pretty good. See, the problem is when I start prying it up, it looks like it's bonded to the outer wall here in a way that makes me feel like it's really just going to bring the whole top off. Okay. Yeah, the round jewelry pliers are not working well. Okay, I can't open up YouTube tutorials on this computer when it's barely doing what it needs to do now. Okay, that's going to be a bad news. I need to peel off the white plastic. That doesn't peel off, though. Have I tried simply unscrewing it? It doesn't have threads. Okay. Well, we have a screwdriver. We can. The problem is there's no lip to get underneath on the top here. So like there's no way to get between the plastic and the metal here on the top. But if I do it under here like this, I'm worried The problem is I have to do it in such a way that, like, the logical way to do it would be down like this, but I think then all the paint, I'll just have like a quart of paint blow out everywhere on me. It's a metal can with a plastic lid. Is there an option to open it from the bottom? It has a plastic bottom, bizarrely. It's apparently produced by KW Containers of Troy, Alabama. So, I hate you, KW Containers of Troy, Alabama. You are the worst. Should this should not be like a whole thing, but this is where we're at. Yeah, upside down is. Do I have regular pliers? I do have regular pliers somewhere, but do I really want to wander off camera again? I guess that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go wander off camera again and look for the regular pliers. Look for the regular pliers. What's this? Are you my pliers? Nope, that is not pliers. That was bad. It's more like, hold on. I don't know, I can't play this. These aren't pliers. That's... Well, I found the stamps. It's a belt. Where did I put the pliers? I just used them is the problem, and so that would mean they're probably with all the other tools under the laundry. Yeah. Okay. It's an overseal ring. Hey, that's a good start that we know that. I need to actually practice the harmonica. I have not practiced that in a while. Place pliers on upper and lower edge and squeeze should come right off. It's an overseal ring. Ultonium Doris looked up the brand. Well, congrats on getting a job, Arrow Rail. So I've got needle nose pliers. Those were the ones that people were saying weren't good enough. But I'm not sure. Nope. Where's the other tools? Dun, 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 dun. So the problem is I moved everything in order to get the candelabras out from where I had them, and now everything is in the wrong place. Because I actually haven't figured out a good holding place for the candelabras. Found my Leatherman, which has pliers on it. We're going to call that a small victory. Robert Shaw, tips 5, who says, if all else fails, cut the top of the can off. But I'm not going to use a quart of paint on one pumpkin. This is, like, I don't want to waste all this paint. But that's going to put us, anyway, 9 away from our next Face Gamer expansion. Thank you, Robert Shaw. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take an orange juice break. Okay. Ethan Meemer says, direction unclear, made a ham sandwich. That is going to put us 6 away then from our next Face Gamer expansion. Thank you very much, Ethan. Okay, so somebody says, well, we might have accidentally created our own tab to remove this here, just by doing that twice, and then breaking part of the lid. CJ, if you're watching, you bought this. This is your fault. Only buy me gifts that I know how to operate from now on. No more educational gifts. Okay. It looks so easy in the how-to video, I'm sure. Yeah, I need a can of spinach that probably also has a stupid rubber ring over it. So this is our progress so far, okay? Yeah, I don't want to wreck good scissors on this. We are pointing fingers now. This is CJ's fault. Okay. He's one of my brothers. He bought this and the chains. The chains were a good purchase. This, not so much. Okay. So somebody had said, like, if I could grab the top of the lip. Not ideal. Okay. Nope, the lid enough to make it come off. Do I have a serrated knife to saw through the band? The video guy had regular pliers, to be fair. Robert Shaw Tips 2 says, get to things to lift and pull it. Working on it. That puts us 4 away from our next face camera expansion. I do have a handsaw. Right under hot water. That's not going to be enough. Don't send NJ messages to forward to me. That's not her job. If you have something to say to me, tweet it at me. I'm not going to read whatever you did send NJ. I'm not going to read it. Like, she's going to try to read it because she's a helpful person, and then I'm going to be like, no, this is going to create a bad cycle. People will keep sending you things, and I don't want to pay you to handle my correspondence. So, no, not going to do it. Lizzie Mack, thank you for the 3. Who says just use a can-do attitude. A paint can-do attitude is what I need. But yeah, no, NJ, whatever that message is, delete it. Don't read it. Don't send it to me. He needs to send it to me if he has it. It's not your job. Okay. Oh, we're making progress. Hold on. Oh, good. I can confirm there is an outer metal lip on this. So I don't know if you can see that, but I was worried when I was first looking underneath here, it looked like there wasn't an outer metal lip. And so I was worried if I pulled this off the wrong way, it was just going to drop paint everywhere. So, okay. Don't send a screenshot of the how-to video because I won't read it between now and... This computer cannot do anything that it's supposed to do. If you have something to send me during the thing, like, I'll read chat, but I'm not going to click links. Look at that, though. Look at that. See? We can see the metal lip. That is good. Okay, I don't have time to read what you did, Chandler. You're just done forever. You're banned. Don't show up to an experiment if you don't want to get blown up. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. Look at that. We have now got a complete thing under here, so we can take the screwdriver and hopefully just lift it up. Whew. That was more efficient than I thought, in a way that I'm glad no one was standing next to me. Ah. Okay. Whew. We did it. We did it. Yay. Okay, so what I don't know is are these headphones still doing okay battery level wise? 34%. Hmm. Now these have a fast charge. Oh, Jevin is rating. Well, it is not a good time to take a wireless headphone charging break then. We're gonna keep going. We are in the process of trying to paint a pumpkin chroma key green here. We're doing an experimental painting stream. You can tell it's experimental because we have pliers out. Are the pliers in frame? I can't tell. We got candelabras, and those are nice. Yay! So it's happy Saturday. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a pumpkin carving stream uh in a couple days, and this is a pumpkin painting stream. That's our test for that. I've got the audio working. I've got wireless headphones now. I've got the laptop, Ethernet, video settings, chroma key settings, candelabras are set up. I marked the floor where they need to go. The pumpkin is not yet painted. We are about an hour and 45 minutes into this experimental pumpkin painting stream, and we just now got this stupid baby safe ring off the top of the can. And I've been shaking this can, so I'm not going to stir it because I don't have a paint stirrer. I do need, I think, to pour the paint into something to work from so that we, like a palette, because I don't want to just be dipping the brush back into the can because of dust and things like that. We want to close the can again immediately. So luckily, I'm in my kitchen where there's a bunch of random stuff we could use for that, including, but not limited to, a solo cup. Um, maybe just limited to a solo cup. Wait, nope. I found a paper plate. Paper plates can hold paint, and it's reflective, so I could use it to make my face look better. Does that actually? No, because it's blocking the light. It's whatever. A diffuser? No, it's not a diffuser. Is it a diffuser? Whatever. This is a thing. Hey, glad you enjoyed hanging out in the charity event, Max. Welcome, Yurgi. Paper plate. Yeah, this is the most experimental test stream that you're gonna see for a while. Plates aren't great for paint. Use the cup. Okay. I was gonna say, how do I get it into the cup? Should I get a ladle? No. We're just gonna try and pour it in, I guess. Okay. So we have a cup. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I think we are ready to go. So, cup here, screwdriver here. Oh, wait, that's not the part of the lid we need to get it under. Of course, that cup is loud. So we're just going to go all around the lid. Okay, I think we're about to get this popped up. Almost. Oh, look at that! Beautiful chroma green paint. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is now, if I hold this up, will it be chroma green? It is. Okay. So as you can see, it's that beautiful green. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm so happy. Like it took us so long. I woke up at 5 this morning for this Doc M stream, and I was there like almost 13 hours. I took a 3-hour nap, but I was there a lot of it. And my brain is already fried. And we just spent an hour and 45 minutes to get to the point where we could open the paint can, and now it's open, and the color works, and the okay. So we're just gonna pour some of this real quickly. Ooh, that's probably a lot for a pumpkin. That is a lot of paint for one pumpkin. Okay. That is a whole lot of paint. Maybe I should get some D&D miniatures or something too to paint real quick. Maybe I should use a paper towel to go around the edge of the can so I can put the lid back on without making a huge mess everywhere. Okay. That'll probably be fine. That is going to make that seal a bit of an issue, I'm worried. Getting that lid back sealed. Pouring that into the cup seemed like a good idea at the time, but now I'm starting to have some dubious feelings about the entire concept. But whatever, it's fine. So now I think my dad used to like hammer these things closed with like an actual hammer to get them airtight and everything, but I can't be running a hammer this late in the evening. So I'm just gonna press down real hard. Can you guys see anything? You guys can just see the cup. This is great planning on my part. Anything I own can now be chroma green. Yes, got my fingers a little bit. Is that? Yeah, that's. Ooh, that's latex. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Feeling that good burn. It's not good. Don't burn your fingers on the latex. Okay. You know, I actually don't want to get paint all over this apron. Oh, like more than I want to. Like getting green paint on my chroma green clothes is fine, but yeah, we're gonna be fine there. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Here we go. All set. Okay. Use the butt of the screwdriver. Good point. Yeah, I mean that seems pretty airtight, and the extra paint that's already in the gap will offset it. That's okay. So more paint on my hands. Yay! I also just ran out of paper towels, so I'm kind of thinking I should go get paper towels. Where'd I put the paper towels? Let's all find the paper towels. Let's all find the paper towels. Let's all find the paper towels. And then we'll paint a pumpkin. Okay. Candelabra wobbles intently. Yes. Okay. Look at this. See? Now we're set. Okay. Now, the paper towels normally go behind where I have the green screen right now, but that's inaccessible. So I'll just put them next to the chain helmet, because why not? Okay. The cup had better not fall over at some point. Okay, so this is a lot. This is this much. It goes up to here. That's a lot of paint for a pumpkin. It's way more paint than I intended. Ooh, and that's paint on the counter itself. Okay. So let's go ahead and I was gonna say, like, what if we paint a face on the pumpkin? But we have so much paint now. I almost feel like maybe we should paint several faces. And maybe we should use the big brush after all, because wow, we have so much paint. But okay. Do I have anything else that needs to be painted chroma green right now? That's the real question. Okay, so there is a triangle. That was one dab of paint. We still have this like insane amount of paint in here. Oh yeah, this is way more paint than I will need for 2 pumpkins. I am learning that right now. This is so much green paint. Should I go paint a chess set or something too? Like, I'm just gonna be like looking around my apartment for anything that could be green. one day. Is that a real vegetable pumpkin? Yes. We're here and I'm painting the pumpkin. We're painting the pumpkin, y'all. Am I gonna do layers? I'm not an ogre or a troll. Um, hey, we got a $10 tip that just rolled in as well. Let me go ahead and read the note on that. Do 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 do. I'm seriously wondering what else I can paint. Maybe I should paint the chains. I don't know. Like I've got them. Josh Tips 10, who says, "Is it a bad time to recommend putting newspaper down on your painting surface?" I've actually already got parchment paper down, and everyone yelled at me. But hey, that 10 is going to put us $1 away from our next face camera expansion because we were 11 away before. You guys can't really see the abacus where I've got it back. It's like behind the pumpkin, just barely here. There's the abacus, but now you can't see that. Yeah, 20 away from our next face camera. Oh, well, no, 1 away and then 20 past. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, my hair is now everywhere. I'm not prepared for painting chains. It will take over my entire apartment. Um, Yurgi says I should have painted the, or was expected, Yurgi was expecting me to paint the whole pumpkin green. Well, that might be where we end up, Yurgi, realistically. That might be a viable pumpkin place to be. Okay, so if we paint a little nose here, and then we can start painting the face. If we have to angle it up. If only I had something I could put underneath it. Oh yeah, here's that stupid baby-proof lid thing. So I can just come down here. Can you guys see this? Oh, this is actually working out really well. Look at that. Yeah, the lighting is not perfect, I know, but argh. Yeah, and that part of the nose is starting to run. Nobody wants a runny nose pumpkin, especially this year. Okay. Okay, so now we have the beginnings of a usable jack-o'-lantern chroma green pumpkin. Okay, it might need multiple. Oh, the brush just flipped everywhere. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so if I hold this, oh, and the brush, when it flipped everywhere, it just got a bunch of green paint on the side of the pumpkin where I didn't want it. Okay. I'm just like, what else can I paint green now? Should I paint the candles green? Should I paint the candelabras green? No, I like the candelabras. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Is yeah, the entire studio will be painted when I am a homeowner, but I'm not there yet. Okay. Should I splatter paint some shirts? Maybe. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that horrifying? Nobody wants that on their YouTube stream, but that's going to be on my YouTube stream soon. Okay, that I think is going to work. And what I can do is I can further paint on like the other on the reverse side of the pumpkin here. So I've got like one spooky face, but candelabra. I'm starting to have doubts that that's actually good placement for that because it's like really dangerous there. Maybe paint a mask. What else could I paint? A frowny face. Yeah, We just spent an hour and 45 minutes on this 15-minute pumpkin painting, but I do have a second pumpkin, and I also have this here on this side. Maybe we should paint something on the back. What's the sort of thing that I yell about in the stream a lot? We've got the stream set up. Somebody says do an @ symbol. Splatter paint some shirts. Could be a good idea, maybe. Paint sunglasses. No, paint another pumpkin. We do have 2 pumpkins here. Actually, and I've got 2 pumpkins for the other day, too, for coming up. People are saying put the @ symbol. I guess I could paint my Twitter, so then when I tell people to follow me on Twitter, I could hold that up. If it's latex paint, it'll peel off the shirts. Hair dye, no latex paint in the hair. Okay. Paint the word time skip. I am intrigued by this painting the word time skip idea. Also, once again, there is so much paint left in here. There is so much paint left in here. It is a lot of paint. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's try this. So there you go, Tim O'Connor, if you're here. For now, ha ha ha, now it's time. Well, this is going to go too far around the pumpkin, I think. Uh-oh, I did not parse this properly. This might be semi-visible when looking at the face, if I'm not careful. Times. Put the word skip below. No, I don't want to. Because the P would be hard to read. Okay. And now what I can do is I can give it a nice little underline across the whole thing. Oh, no, actually, before I do that, I need to clean up. This part of the T is leaking. Can you guys see where that part of the T is leaking? Let me... I just touched the face! Okay, now I have chroma hands. Did not plan this at all. Gonna have to touch up the face in a little bit after touching the face. Too much face touching will result in more face touching up very shortly. Okay. So I was going to say a little dab will do me on fixing this T, but I haven't seen the damage to the face. I just felt it. So we're going to have to visit that. Yeah, dang it. Of course, the damage I did to the T was never visible. Okay, is the face problem bad? No, it's actually pretty okay. Face is still okay. Yeah, this is a kitchen stream. Experimental kitchen stream to determine if these are a good idea to help me make decisions about technology purchases and future kitchen, apartment selection type qualifications. Okay. And quick reminder, we are still $1 away from our next face camera expansion. We're pumpkin carving in 2 days. We're painting today. I could have done an @ for the nose. That's true. So the thing is, the current kitchen layout doesn't lend itself to doing a cooking stream because the green screen, where I have to hang the green screen for it to work the way the cabinets are, I can't use the stove at the same time. So this is one of the things I would think about for a future apartment selection, would be figuring out how I could set things up to not have that happen. Okay, So remember when we had the paper plates before, and that was not a good thing to put the paint in? Well, it is a good thing, I think, to put the pumpkin on while it dries. So we are going to move the pumpkin somewhere else. I say very optimistically, there's nowhere else to put the pumpkin. We're going to go in a completely different room. These wireless headphones are really working great, though. That part of the experiment seems universally good. Okay, we have pumpkin number 2 now. This is the big pumpkin. It's not big compared, like the carving pumpkins we have for a few days from now are just like gigantic. Let me move this further back. Okay. The wire is pulling it this way. So let's put a candle here holding the wire. Okay. Can I paint the outline of Nashville? Why is it white? Because some pumpkins are different colors. So this is the one that I was gonna do with the glow in the dark paint, but we have, so I wanted the face that I painted on this to only show up, because glow in the dark paint is like white almost. So when you turn off the lights, this it would be visible. But we have so much green paint left here. Like, we have so much green paint left. Ah, that's the Ethernet cable. Okay, that was kind of terrifying. You know what? I should get this. Let's get this pumpkin too. Oh, that's where the change went. Okay. So here's the pumpkin my daughter painted. You can't see it with the way things are. But okay. New plan. Putting the brush and the paint over here. Getting a fresh thing here. Not tripping on the Ethernet wire this time. And hey, thank you, Anthony, for the $1 who says expand. So we are going to do that now. Slide this over on the abacus, and then we are going to, oh, that layer should be locked. Why is that layer not locked? Where's my layer? Expand. Joe, do, 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 do. And then lower the Joe opacity now. Filters. Chroma key. To 60%. This is the most obnoxious face camera visual that we have. So enjoy it while it lasts. Okay. So 20 away now evenly from the next face camera expansion. All right. So what I was going to say is my daughter did a cool job painting a white pumpkin with some purple swirls and some black and white dots here. Just to give you guys an idea of what you can do with one of these. This one was hers. But the reason I actually moved it was because I needed to get to the one. I had a pumpkin stacked underneath it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to paint this one or not. But I think I almost have to now because I have so much paint. I have so much paint and I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Let's move a lot of things. We got to move so much stuff here. Boom. So we're going to move the abacus this way. Actually, I'm going to move the abacus across the kitchen. Let's put it there. Hopefully it won't fall. Okay. So, there we go. Okay. So, maybe we could just like paint in the cracks here. So then when I hold up the pumpkin, it'll feel like it's like a bunch of slices. Okay, in terms of the cable on the on the USB webcam. I feel like I can get a few more inches of space here if I'm really careful about it. Okay. So let's get some things out of the way. I don't want to get latex paint on my pliers. Now that we've got this can definitively opened and now yet closed once more, we're going to put these up. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, like, in theory, I can use these candelabras every year for the Halloween streams. But yeah, getting this many pumpkins was not super cheap. I don't necessarily budget to make individual things I do profitable, though. So, like, the music I make, the actual albums sell for way less than it cost me to pay my brother to make them and stuff. And, like, I'm pretty sure that what I spent on the Halloween streams, on the whole, is going to cost more than what I'm going to make on the Halloween streams. But just remember me year round, people, when you're thinking about tipping, because the money I make year round is what pays for extra weird stuff like this, where I buy candelabras and a bunch of weird pumpkins, and chroma paint and everything. So I think this pumpkin, we're going to use the big brush, because otherwise we will literally just never get through this paint. This paint is like inches thick in this cup. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, we're going to have the slices of this pumpkin be accentuated by painting in the cracks here. And is that going to be super weird? Yes, I think it will. And we're not even going to be able to see how super weird it turns out until we start holding it up on the chroma one. And this was one I had thought about doing this with the glow in the dark paint too, so that only the cracks on this one would be visible. And so this is the opposite of that process in some ways. I should have set this on top of the ring, as just to get it a little bit more elevation or something. Get it up on top of something. Ooh, I'll put it on top of this. On top of well, that won't hold. It's a bad idea. Hey, Quiet Devious, thank you for the 20. Who says heart heirloom pumpkins? Yay! That is going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion. So we are about to expand juiced. Do 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 do. And we're also about to lower the opacity. Do 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 do. Bringing that down to 50% opacity there. Thank you very much, Quiet Devious. Okay, and you know, having this Pathfinder core rulebook out here, I had put this out here so I could prop up the miter, and now that's no longer necessary. So we're just going to move this over here. Okay. So, weird stream tonight, I know. Okay. So, why isn't there that much people than before? Because it's an experimental stream and a lot of things have gone wrong, and also some people don't have a high tolerance for this many things going wrong. So I don't blame them for heading out. That is a totally legitimate response to whatever gestures vaguely all this is. Okay. Whoops. So that's going to be a little bit weird having that green across there a little bit. And I'm thinking I'm going to do like a light trace across these other like kind of narrow ridges here, or crevasse, I don't know, crevices. Just fill in this whole top part with green too, probably. We'll keep the stem the color. Um, Also, I restarted the stream twice. Yeah, that's killer for numbers. But I'm not doing this for numbers. Like I said, this objectively is on its own not even going to be a profitable venture given the amount I spent on candles. I saw that drill tweet and thought, hey, I'm starting a business. How much of my money should I be spending on candles? Um, and fortunately, I'm not in the my family is dying category, but yeah, maybe it spent a little bit on candles. Okay. But in theory, this stuff is an investment for the next 10 years of Halloween streams. Because my brother and I had such a good time last year. I'm like, I'm going to want to do Halloween streams again. And candelabras are good forever. And the candles are LED candles. They'll be good forever. And they'll be helpful. Like, we had a power outage the other day. So that was, had those ready. They're fine. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So this is not using the paint very quickly either. I'm gonna have to paint so many things. I don't even know yet how many things I will have to paint in order to use all the paint. This is a really heavy pumpkin too. Like seriously, y'all, this is a lot of pumpkin, and that's part of the counter, not the paper. Let's try and dab that up real quick. Little dabble do ya? Okay. And that was almost all over the floor too. Not great. Not great at all. Okay. Should I put more paper down? Is a question. Let me get a paper towel. Okay. Enjoy your lurk mode, Badger Scanner. Okay. Okay. Four. Okay. So, picking this up and rotating it again. Should I have cleaned this part of the pumpkin better? Arguably, yes. Is it too late? Maybe? I probably should actually have like scrubbed this with a sponge. Okay. See, I kind of wiped this down when I first got it home, and it seemed like there's definitely still dirt on it. Yeah, I didn't really. This one is so distinctive looking. I was like, yeah, the dirt adds character. But now that I'm actually having to put brush to it, I'm like, I don't want to get dirt all over the brush. Like, that's just plain soil. Oh, yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah, I stopped picking up newspapers on account of the pandemic. It's just easier to get news online and not have to have people, you know, touch things that you touch within 48 hours. So, yeah, and you can't really, I don't know. Okay. One thing I'm thinking, yes, the dirt soiled my plans. Jill says, you are a trooper. I'd be falling asleep if I woke up at 5 a.m. You guys don't know how time consuming it was to set all of this up. I'm just like, and I have to take it all down in order to cook tomorrow. So it's not like I set this up and then I get to leave it up until my brother and I stream 2 days from now. This is like I'm marking places on the floor that I put the candelabras and I'm figuring out where the camera needs to go and stuff like that. But like, this is a breakdown setup thing. This is not, I can't just pick this up tomorrow if I get tired now. Also, I had a Red Bull, which was energetic. Um, okay. So, I mean, there's honestly just plainly way too much soil on this to get it all. Um, and I'm not even sure that I'm significantly in any way helping. I mean, I'm getting some of it. Okay, yeah. If I put in a concerted effort with like a fingernail on the other side of the paper towel, then yeah, I mean, I can get some actual dirt off of here. And that's probably valuable. But, oh, okay, yeah, actually, the fingernail method is really helping. Now that I know what I'm doing, instead of just like brushing it, I'm actually scraping it. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. We are just watching Joe clean a pumpkin. Y'all, it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get to the point where this stream was actually like working. So, this is a valuable test stream. I don't want to waste an hour and 45 minutes of my brother's time 2 days from now. Okay. Good enough for now. So, next problem. We should probably dry the pumpkin. Like, objectively, as I think through steps on this pumpkin issue, drying the pumpkin seems like a logical next step because I don't want to just put wet paint on wet pumpkin. I feel like that's going to be a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, that dirt is just coming right off. I think it's the additional scrubbiness of the dry paper towel after the wet layer kind of loosened the dirt. Let's not knock over the cup full of paint, just as a courtesy to my future self. Okay. So, well, the brush hasn't dried to itself. Yay. Okay, this is coming together. What's up, Donna Garcia? You can ask whatever you want. Okay, there we go. So this is going to have to dry before we can hold it up. But I can hold it up during the streams, and y'all will be like, oh, I remember why that pumpkin looks weird. It's because he painted it chroma green. Okay. Okay. Is Red Bull better than Monster? Okay. So I have a bunch of digestive issues, and the thing is, Red Bull is not the cheapest energy drink, but there's something that's not in it that's in all the other energy drinks. And I don't know which ingredient it is that they either cheaped out on with the other ones or do something different with. But for some reason, most energy drinks just make me incredibly ill very quickly, and Red Bull doesn't. and I have tested this over the course of several years because I don't like spending a bunch of money if I don't have to. But when it comes to my health, having tested this extensively, I can only conclude that uh, it doesn't taste the best, but it doesn't make me violently ill. So that's the one that I buy. So it's not the best in general, but it's the best for me. So that's your mileage will vary. Okay, so now we have painted all of the cracks of this pumpkin, and we need to let it dry. That is where we are on that. And we still have a ton of paint. I can't show it easily left in this cup. Like way too much paint. Way, way, way too much paint. Okay. So, question is, then what do I paint? No, hallucinogens are, or energy drinks are not hallucinogens. Um, Putting Red Bull in orange juice doesn't make it that much better. It's not a great idea. It's it still tastes terrible. I hate how Red Bull tastes. It's just the one that doesn't make me sick. Um, so that's not like a broad endorsement of Red Bull because I don't even like it, but because my digestive issues also make me super fatigued sometimes or regularly, sometimes I need to offset that with caffeine and sugar. And Red Bull is one of the most potent ways to do that in a pinch. So, like, if I know I'm going to have to be driving a long distance, I'll pack Red Bull so I don't like fall asleep while driving. Um, Not that I've ever actually fallen asleep while driving, but it keeps the fatigue manageable. Um, okay, so we have this in a relatively good place. I'm gonna touch up a few of these dots here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Mm. Just little touch up tabs. Just gentle, gentle touch up tabs. So at this point, I have so much green paint left. What can I paint green? Oh man. Probably shouldn't paint the Legends of the Hidden Temple helmet because that's iconic. Um shouldn't paint the globe because that's informative. Shouldn't paint the firewood because this stuff is not toxic, or this stuff is toxic. Ooh, wooden dowel. You might say, Joe, what use do you have for a wooden dowel that is chroma green? And I don't know, but I could put things. I could use this as like a puppet stick or something. This is how far gone we are. We have a ton of green paint, and the one problem is too, though. I'm not sure where I can move this pumpkin safely um out of this. Um like the pumpkin might just can I just put the paint back in the container? I'm a little worried about that because the what do you call it? I'm a little worried about that because of the dirt from the pumpkins. I don't want to get it into the thing. Yeah. Hey, Tempo's raiding. Howdy, Tempo. Welcome, Tempo Raiders. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a ghost. Um, we are doing something weird tonight. This is a experimental test pumpkin painting stream, We are painting pumpkins chroma green or with chroma green paint, which when I hold up the cup here, you can see through it. But if I put it on the other camera, you can see it's there. Um, I don't know how to explain what I do to normal people, and people who watch Tempo are definitely closer to normal than most of my normal viewership. Um, but yeah, Tempo and I met at PAX East a few years back and hung out for two of those, I believe. And yeah, so I'm in the process of experimenting with figuring out how to do craft streams in my kitchen. And so I've got experimental wireless headphones, I've got all the camera angles, candelabras, which you can't even really see very well. If we turn off the lights, do the candelabras show up better? No, they show up worse. Boo. A lot of this is weird. It's not a normal thing. But thank you for coming anyway. I hope you enjoy. I basically accidentally poured way too much of the chroma green paint into the cup when I was getting started. So now I'm just looking for stuff around my apartment that I might paint chroma green. What about my book stands? I've got these book stands I could paint, but I feel like I should take the hinges off them first because I don't want to get paint on the hinges. But like book stands wouldn't really need to be in the background of my streams. I think painting this wooden dowel though would be would be some good mileage for that. But yeah, so we're in weird stuff territory. This is an experimental stream with which has gone way off the rails. Um, that's a Slimer I made from Ghostbusters in Minecraft earlier, also. Okay, so yeah, people are saying that the wooden dowel is probably the best idea. So let's see. Sell the wooden dowels on the merch store. Hey, Lizaroni and Cheese, thank you for the 5. Who says, hi, Joe, super weird you sent me to Tempo. He sent me back. I love you both. Well, thank you very much. That is going to put us, what if we paint the abacus? 15 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this from a sanity standpoint. I feel like if I paint it around the edges of the thing is this is plastic. Acrylic paint is not gonna I feel like acrylic paint is not gonna stay. I wouldn't paint the beads. But like if I painted the frame of the abacus, maybe I feel like this is something to do with a second abacus. I don't want to paint my abacus and then have it messed up. This is because I don't know if this paint will bond with the plastic. Paint one side and see if it reverts back. Yeah, we're gonna not do that. This is what can I do with this much paint? The problem with the wooden dowel is I don't know if I have room to work with it. Um, these wireless headphones are great though. I'm just wandering around my apartment. It's like I've got an old Mac Pro from like 2007. I've got the cowbell. Uh-oh. You know what though? Hey, I think the battery just died. Can you still hear me? I think the battery is going. I remember I was going to take a battery recharge break earlier, and yeah, these are down to 10%. And I didn't because we got raided by Jevin. And I was like, we should charge these. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a battery recharge break because, yeah, it made a warning tone. Oh, you know what I don't have here is I don't have a text field set up. So can I select my font? Is my font going to be on here? Head, Gothic, okay. Wireless headphone recharge break. BRB. Okay. Bruno Danu, thank you for the raid. I'm literally just about to charge my. This is an experimental stream, and one of the things we were testing is how long I could go before the wireless headphones have to be recharged. And we could probably go another 15, 12 minutes. So maybe we'll save that layer for later. Welcome, Raiders. Yeah, okay. But seriously, in about 10 minutes, we're going to have to recharge the headphones or the stream will just be done. Yeah, it's like a headphone hydration break. Okay. So here's what we got to do. If you have paper, you can paint pictures. I do just have like canvases. Maybe I should just go get a canvas and paint things on the canvas. I don't know. Better to do it now than to have them die mid-sentence. Well, the thing is, okay, I got to figure out how to move this pumpkin too. And realistically, best way to do that is going to be to put it onto a big cardboard surface. And I have some cardboard back here. So this, I have the thing the candles came in, or one of the sets of candles came in, which I could just like put the pumpkin on top of. Maybe if I, so I've got this candle box. People are saying paper plate the pumpkin. Okay, here, I'll go get a paper plate and I'll show you the proportional. So paper plate worked good for the baby pumpkin, but this is not a baby pumpkin here. This is, oh, okay. You guys can't see the paper plate because it's behind. This is a gigantic pumpkin. Okay, this is a huge pumpkin. I was gonna say, do I have a banana for scale? No. Okay, but okay. So if I take the cardboard box though, its dimensions would roughly, if I fold in part of it here, its dimensions would roughly contain the pumpkin. So, do I have a place I could put the cardboard box down to move the pumpkin on top of it, though, without getting paint on the bottom of the cardboard box? That's a great question, viewers. Ooh, that is a bad place to grab this. Where is a good place to grab this? Okay. Okay, the box is caving inward, as expected. Okay. So now I'll just take this and go set it on the floor in a totally different room. Thank you, wireless headphones. I did not prepare for the amount of space all this stuff would take. Okay. The box kind of collapsed a little, but like within expected parameters. So we're going to call that a win. That is a win on the box collapse factor. That was a successful box collapse, not a failed box collapse. Stepping over the Ethernet. Okay. So there we go. These paper plates aren't that small. That's just a gigantic pumpkin. That was a big old pumpkin. Okay. So we have this pumpkin. We could try and do something with that, but realistically, it is just not going to use the amount of paint we have. Although this pumpkin will go on the plate when it's done, and that'll be fine. But, so what should we do? Maybe we could do the @ symbol on this pumpkin. Maybe, yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, though. Realistically, how is the battery on the AirPods? 9. Getting low. We've been going for, let's see, we started at 9:15. We've been going almost 3 hours, and the batteries are just about to start fading now. So we're doing okay. This is an experimental painting stream, and we have way too much green paint left, like a ton of green paint. So once again, things that might be candidates for painting green. Wooden dowel that I can put things on and make them float behind me. The problem with the dowel is I need to paint all sides of it, and it's going to be hard to have it dry safely or properly. Like, it's too big, but it will absorb a lot of paint. Oh. I'll just put that back here for now. And paint cardboard or paper to cut up later. That's not a terrible idea. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Stand it on its end. Yeah, I'm worried about it dripping green paint everywhere in the process. Do a stripe, wait for it to dry, do another stripe. Yeah, paint the door green. Do the dell in sections. Paint your face. No, that's not a good idea. This is not. I am thinking, though, real hard about painting these little book holders I've got. So I've got these book holders, and the thing is that they're never in the background of my streams. They're just in my apartment. But painting them green would be kind of neat. I don't know. Hey, Tempo. Tempo says, OMG, Twitch unfollowed me. Joe Hills, much love, my man. You have some real awesome viewers. Thank you so much for sticking around to be able to talk, if that's the case. Yeah, because there's some, there's like a timer on that, because sometimes we have insane raids. Yeah, this is a weird one. You came to like one of the most experimental streams I do, which is trying to figure out how to paint in my kitchen. And yeah, it's a weird one. So many things have gone wrong, and so many things are new, that between everything else, it's kind of nuts. What else have we got here? I'm like, oh, I did mention possibly painting chess pieces. That'd be interesting to have a chroma green chess set, maybe. Probably not. Probably not. Not actually that interesting. Okay, we do have canvases. I could paint something on a canvas. Like, I feel like that might be interesting. Like a BRB sign. I don't know how I'd hang that in the closet though. Yeah. Well, the stream didn't die twice. I killed it twice because I'm, what do you call it? I had to reset it for changing options. Okay. Oh, if I had a giant wooden Tennessee, I'd got to get a giant wooden Tennessee probably. That'd be a good point. What do we have in here? Folding tables, trash can, 3-hole punch. Oh, that's where that other Child's Play mask went. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be helpful to actually have. Boogie board is a bad choice because it has to go in the pool. Ooh, the frisbee that I rolled dice into during D&D games. That might, because then I could have the dice cam chroma out. Yeah. Right now it has some Legos in it. Hopefully this is like an interesting acoustic experience. I just had to jump over something. I moved a lot of furniture to get this stream set up, and so nothing is in a good place. Okay, so frisbee. This is actually like a really good glow in the dark. Like if let me hold this up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this glowing in the dark if I turn off the light. You can't. There's too much other ambient light here. Okay, but yeah, this is the disc that I usually roll into during D&D games. I did not intend for this many things in the foreground here to be white, and that's also weird. But maybe I could just pour some of this straight from the cup into it and then just swirl it around, and then I'm done. Like maybe I don't even need to use the brush on this. Like it's just like whoop. You guys see that? I'm just gonna go whoop. Yeah, that seems like enough. And we'll just kind of, whoops, just kind of We can just roll dice right into this. This is the laziest paint job ever. Brought to you by Joe Hills. It's so Appleton says this is a bad idea but relatively harmless, so why not? This is a great idea, okay? You don't know how hard it is to do a good dice cam when you're playing D&D. Now I do have to like make this relatively smooth and everything. Whatever. Yeah, y'all are not watching paint dry, you're watching paint run. There's a difference. Okay. So objectively, I probably should just actually use the brush at this point. It is going to be beautiful. Thank you, Tempo. We are creating production ready tools in a fast changing environment. This is a synergistic expression of art and engineering challenges. We're just making it happen. Okay. Run to the paint. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Paint run Joe Hills. Also, quick note, we are $15 away from the next face camera expansion. That is still a thing we're doing on this incredibly experimental stream. Which, once again, I bought 2 5-foot candelabras for. So, yeah, it would be awesome if people tipped. Because, I mean, granted, like I said, with the candelabras, it's like, I'll make this money back over the course of 10 years of Halloween streams. But still, it's 2 5-foot tall candelabras. So, that'd be great. Okay. Do we place bets for which edge it will run over first? I'm really trying to keep it inside of the tray here. Okay. I mean, like, I'm not trying particularly hard. I'm reading the chat while I do it. So, like, objectively, from a Joe Hills likelihood of failure standpoint, that's usually when I make mistakes, is when I'm reading the chat. But, I mean, this is actually working pretty well. Hey, Patrick Kelly, thank you for 15, who says, here's to year one. Woo! Thank you very much. That is not a safe place to lean that. Okay. Anyway, we're going to get these on screen. Whoops. So there we go. That brings us evenly to our next $20 face camera expansion milestone. So we are going to swing by over here, and we are going to expand Joost. Bringing that face camera opacity down now to 42%. If you had a question about that, that is where we are at. And here's the candelabras. You could see them a lot better earlier when the camera was not gigantic. You know, I kind of feel like at this point, should we make this one bigger too? I don't know. Maybe people want to watch this. Is it better to have it low? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I was going to make this one bigger, but have it behind the other one. Like, is it better like this? I don't know. It's hard to say. What do you guys think? Should I just have my head in front of everything now that we're a lower opacity, maybe? Oh no, I forgot to keep rotating this. I got to keep rotating this or the paint won't dry or it won't evenly go around the edges. I'm actually really worried about messing this up because if I do this right, this will actually be a very valuable tool. Oh no, my arm is hiding the coolness of what I'm doing here. Which is I've got the paint like the exact width of the rim, and it is just going around, and the camera isn't capturing it because of the angle. Ooh, this should look so cool if I do it right, and the camera can't tell at all, which is a bummer. Can I lower the camera angle? No, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Okay. Okay, so trying to check the PayPal tips while doing this. Questionably not maybe my best idea. Put the face cam inside the Frisbee. Oh, you're right. We're actually at the point. Hold on. We're at the point where we have something big and green enough that we could swap the chroma. No, that won't work. We'll save that for another day. But the dice cam could be the framework for a whole D&D stream. Oh man, we are. Hold on. Yeah. Let's just get this right. Let's get this right. We've got to get this right, y'all. This is potentially such a cool idea if I can pull this off properly. We are literally building the tools for a decade of successful bizarre streams here. Actually, I say a decade. I was talking the other day. People are like, Joe, how long you streaming? And I'm like, I think I could do this 30 more years. My goal is to make decisions now so I'm not mad at myself right before I retire. I want to be ready to hand this off to whoever comes after me and be in good shape to do it. And really, like a D&D dice camera tray like this, like I've been using this Frisbee as a dice camera for about 9 years, and this will get me another 30 years out of it probably. So like this is an investment for decades. Investment for decades. So y'all keep tipping now so I don't run out of money in the interim, and that would be great. But like, yeah, this is something I could use indefinitely. Okay, look at that. Yeah, this is. Okay. At this point, we can't see the candelabras. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, so I'm going to go set this Frisbee down to dry somewhere else. Okay, Frisbee is going to go up here to dry. Okay. Now we still have like so much paint. So much paint, y'all. Is that why I wanted to build Slimer? Maybe. Okay. So, let's see. The candelabras will be here on future Halloween streams and other things. Okay, so we still have like we have like 3/4 of an inch deep in a solo cup worth of green paint left. So on some level, part of me is just like I should just start painting things on plates. Like, hold on. I don't know if you can see this. Whoops. B R. Okay, the headphones just died. The headphones just died. That doesn't work. Okay, so we now need to charge the headphones. Well, one of them just died. The right one just died. The left one's still working, but okay. So we are going to put that Minecraft. No, we're going to put the text up that we had, and I'm going to be right back. And I will play some music that I wrote, performed by my brother Sean. This one's one I wrote called My Destinies in Tennessee. It's about Pokemon Go. I think you'll like it. It's about 5 minutes long. These have fast charge on
them. Pretty good. Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at Pretty Good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. but my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokedex in hand. You run your laps chasing licky tongues in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepes here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on Solo U, but parades need a willing crew. All those Squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepes here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubbull down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Porygon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepes here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepes here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
Deep down inside the ceiling, close to Mountain Kings, just like 1984 right after telescreens. Big Brother watched the builder with a silky voice, who played on Hermitcraft names who would be void, who never ever learned to show his face so well, but he could play guitar just like a brilliant whale. Go, 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 Suma, go, 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 Suma, go, go, go to your grave, go, go, Suma, go, go. sewer be void.
Test, test, test. Let's see, are these working? Again, we have the headphones set up, plugged in. They are at 33% charge now. So that was a successful test. The quick charge on these, when they're basically entirely dead, can bring them up to a third power from basically, well, one of them was completely dead in 5-6 minutes. Now, at least that's what it seems to be saying. Now, that 32% might be a lie. We don't know. We haven't tested this, but we are giving it a go. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Unfortunately, when I plugged the headphones in, it messed up the... Like, I can't hear the music at the same time. You guys are hearing the music because of the way this laptop is set up right now. That's not something... Yeah, that song was about Asuma. Oh, I'm actually realizing if my brother's going to be on a call where I need to hear it, and oh, we're gonna have to do some stuff. Huh. Yeah, testing Discord working on this might be its own thing. Huh. And do we want to do it now? What I was going to do is I was going to try and make a BRB plate right when the headphones died. And also this plate, the B was too big. So we're going to start over on that. But yeah, it'd be fun to have like little signs I could hold up, I guess. Maybe. Or put up. Like, okay, so here's a clean, we're going to start with a clean plate here. Slightly smaller B for our BRB. B. And then I'm going to have a R. B. Get some more paint here. Now I could just hold this up when I'm going to be right back. I could just be like, be right back. What else? I don't know. Maybe that's not the best use of this paint, but I don't want to like waste it. Ginger Crush reading with a party of 50. Welcome. Let's go ahead and celebrate Ginger Crush showing up by painting a pumpkin. That's ostensibly one of the goals of this stream, is to paint pumpkins. Now, I'm going to angle the camera back higher again, now that we're back from how we were setting that up. Welcome, Raiders. Glad you could join us. I think I have this chat settings, followers only chat. We'll set that to 0 minutes for right now. There you go. Probably should have done that when Tempo rolled in. Sorry, Tempo. But you're the one that reminded me to do it when it happened next time. So we are messing with chroma key paint. I've got green screen paint, which you can see there is green, and on the other camera is clear. So we are making some decorative pumpkins I can hold up during my streams. Maybe we should make a creeper pumpkin. I don't know. This is a weird idea, but what if we come here and we just make square eyes? This is so much paint. This is, oh, those are too close together. Oh, this is maybe not how we do this. Like the creeper mouth should be like that. Oh, this is way too much paint, but should have used the smaller brush for this, arguably. And anyway, this is the sort of thing we're doing right now. Actually, this kind of looks horrifying. Like, maybe we did it. Maybe that's it. So yeah, why? Okay. Oh, people are yelling at somebody in the chat to go to sleep. I was like, I'm not ready to go to bed yet. The to do an inverse pumpkin, paint it all green apart from the eyes and the mouth. Maybe. Ah, well, glad you could come by, Ginger, and you're welcome, of course. It is Halloween. Horrifying is perfect. So, yeah, like the tears on it maybe will make it look great in new and exciting ways. Um, Now, we also do have time to paint on the back because I accidentally poured way too much of this green paint than I intended to. And so that's a thing. Um, so on the back, we could paint it with some sort of general, mostly green, except for put tape where we intend. I was going to say, the problem is, this roll of tape is almost done. And let me go get my other roll of tape, and y'all will see why this is a problem. Also, these wireless headphones are great because I'm walking from room to room. Okay, so here is the problem with using the other tape that I have, is this is the other tape I have. It's actually green screen chroma tape. Is the BRB message still up? Oh, my bad, y'all. I forgot to take that down. We were charging the headphones. This is an experimental setup. This is weirder than usual. But I did just make a new BRB sign with some of my extra plates. BRB. I could make one that says setting up now. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably not a good idea. Of course the tape is chroma key. Why wouldn't it be? At least when I move my head, you can still see the candelabras. That's a value add. Oh, hey, it looks like we got a $10 tip from Dark Red Sky also, so thank you very much, Dark Red Sky, for that. That is going to put us halfway to our next face camera expansion on the Abacus here. And let's see if anything else rolled in while I was charging the headphones. So, yeah, we were testing these headphones. They're wireless, but they only lasted about 2 hours and 45 minutes on the charge for the streaming thing. Okay. Color of the tape shouldn't matter if you peel it off after the paint dries. I know, it'll just be really annoying for the people watching because it won't convey what I want to convey. In theory, I have other tape somewhere. Okay, I have Scotch tape. You know, masking tape, like actual masking tape, would be like the go-to thing here. Well, oh wow, I have another roll of duct tape, and this one's red. Awesome. That's actually legitimately helpful. I got this one, I think, for like Christmas packages. There you can see the red a little better there. So, yeah, the pumpkin is looking so good. Well, the side we did actually looks pretty great in its own way. But yeah, so if we wanted to try making an inverse creeper pumpkin, so we need 2 squares for the eyes. I should go get my actual creeper head. Yay, wireless headphones. I'm walking around a whole apartment. Everything is awesome. This is so much better than it could have gone. I mean, this could have gone really bad. Okay. So we have this actual creeper head here that Mojang shipped me for Minecon. And so it looks like the squares need to be exactly 1 square apart. And then we've got like 2, 3 strips. Like, okay. So, yeah, we'll paint creeper on one side, inverse creeper on the other. So this needs to be 1.5. That one's going to go here. Ah, I touched the backside of the pumpkin with on my hands. Dang it, chroma key paint. It's always something. Keeping the sink available was like a priority for this stream, but not because I thought this through and knew how much I was going to need it. I was just like, Oh yeah, it'd be nice to have access to the sink in case I get thirsty. But like, I'm washing my hands nonstop, which I mean, during a pandemic is great. Anyway, y'all should be doing this. So, okay. So here we have that, and then we're gonna go the same length here, but down lower. So, and then we're gonna split it in half. Okay. Hey, Stroll, glad you appreciate it. Okay. So then this will go like here. Yep. I try. Oh no, this is gonna be like a weird vampire looking thing because of the way the pumpkin curves, which I didn't account for properly. I could have split the tape better or something. But realistically, this is just gonna be its own thing. So we're gonna cover that bit of white there that you can see. And I touched the back of the pumpkin with the paint on it again. So we were just making a mess here, really. Let me fix this. Is this still going to be recognizable as a creeper? I don't know. Okay. So, now I need to rinse my hands again, and then we'll paint this side. I am so glad I didn't wear the David Pumpkins outfit for this, because I would have ruined it. JoJo's Pumpkins. JoJo's Pumpkins. Hopefully the water noise isn't too loud there. Okay. So, here we go. Gonna get that brush out. You know, part of me thinks, though, actually, before we do that, let's actually figure out, let's on the halfway line of the pumpkin, maybe run tape to make sure that we only do the actual half we're intending to do here, and we don't go on the other side. So we're just going to mask this. Okay. And actually, let's mask it along this seam that naturally occurs. Yeah. Okay. So now we can really go nuts with the paint here. And then we'll pull this off once it's dry. Okay. There is so much paint left in here. So much paint. There is an abundant amount of paint in here. Way too much paint left. Really poor planning on my part. Exceptionally poor planning. The interesting thing is this will look like a creeper. Like this green actually is kind of creepery green anyway. So, like, I mean, this will work. More paint on my hands already, way sooner than I expected. Why didn't I expect it? That's just poor judgment. At this point, should have known it was happening, whether or not I intended to, but I didn't think it through. That's just me. Today. Wow, there's so much paint on this thing already. I don't even need to dip back into the cup, and that's bad because the cup is the thing full of paint I'm trying to empty, like actively. Like as a goal of the stream, I'm trying to not have paint left over. Okay. So. And looking at the abacus, once again, we are 20 even away from the next face camera expansion if y'all are in a given mood. I know a lot of y'all have been given to Minecraft Marathon and to DocM stream earlier, so no worries. I understand if you are over budget for the day. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Put creeper faces on pumpkins. Here we go. Here we go. Da 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 da. Something something wins. I put the paint on the pumpkin here. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. This kind of looks vaguely terrifying. I mean, this seems fine. Just Braveheart the rest of the paint. So just like slap it on my face. I'd rather not. Have I considered doing Stream Raiders? It's a fun little game you can use to involve your viewers in the stream with low effort. I want my viewers to determine their own level of involvement with the stream. Like, I grew up with the radio on while I did stuff, and now I would listen to streams while I do stuff. I don't want people giving me stuff to click during the streams. I want to be able to just do what I want. Okay, how do I ban that person? Yeah, don't post ASCII art. So, yeah, I've got multiple streams going. YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, that sort of thing. Well, I saw one stream. This is the upshot of not signing a partnership contract with Twitch, is you can do whatever you want. Okay, so this pumpkin is now ready to be moved to a paper plate. I'm going to put parchment paper on it, though, just to make sure. Which side is the... oh, it's fine. I think parchment paper might actually be, like, totally soaked through with the, whatever it is, the wax, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so you can kind of see Hermitcraft in the background. Yeah. Okay. So we can just dump that right in there. Do-do-do-do. Carrying this into the other room, where hopefully it won't make a giant mess. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Now the time skip pumpkin from earlier is actually looking dry. I'm going to bring that one back out. So here is another pumpkin we started on earlier, which over there looks like that, and over here looks like this. But on the back, I wrote time skip, so I can spin that around. Although I never say time skip while the camera's on. That might have been a waste of a pumpkin backside, now that I'm thinking on it. But, you know, we kind of thought about this. Okay. Almost thought this through. Pieces of it, anyway. Okay. Oh, this is objectively the most chaotic and sprawling a stream has ever been. Like, everywhere in front of me and behind me, all over the place, there's just things that have paint on them that I really hope my daughter doesn't wake up and touch before they're dry. Okay. So, at this point, painting the dowel is seeming like a good idea, but I think objectively I need to plan for how I'm going to dry it. And I don't know. I feel like I have the start of a plan, which is if I get another cup and put the bottom of the dowel in the cup while it dries, most of the paint should drip into the cup, right? Like, so we got a cup, we put the dowel in here. Now, see, this is where it falls apart, though, is the cup is not heavy enough to hold the weight of the dowel. So then you start going, okay, what do you got? What do you got, Joe? I got a vase. What about if we take this vase? Can you see the vase? I can't tell if the vase is in frame. The vase might be getting keyed out, bizarrely. Actually, that's really interesting. Why is the vase not here? Why is the vase gone? Okay, here's the vase. Okay, so you can sort of see the vase. So the vase is camera. Okay, here's the dowel. Like, okay, what if I rotate this? Can I rotate this without tearing everything up? Okay. I just knocked the candelabra. Don't do that. Okay. So, vase, other candelabra just got knocked into. So, the length of this stick, I could put this in here, and it probably shouldn't tip over. But this might stain the inside of the vase. I feel like cleaning acrylic paint, or this is latex paint or whatever, it should clean off the glass on the inside of the vase relatively easily, or will it poison all the plants in there forever? Does anybody know? Here's the vase in the put parchment paper in the vase just in case. It won't be great for the plants. It should come out if the glass is smooth. You just need... Could you put parchment paper inside the vase? I'm worried that'll just scrape a bunch of... I'm worried the parchment paper will absorb more paint off of it. Non-water based should be okay. Latex paint is water soluble. It should be fine. Acrylic will come off glass. Okay, so... You know what I'll do? Is I'll put tape around... Wait, no, that's not a good idea. Okay, if I put the solo cup at the bottom of the vase, where most of the paint will drip, and then I put duct tape around the lip of the vase, around the lip of the vase here, you guys can't see that. That's gonna plants are technically dead, so they should be okay. Do I have a screw hook in the end of the dowel? Hang it up dry. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, there's a few things going on, Shorts on Fire. That's par for the course here. Now, I could just diagonally... No, that doesn't fit on... I'm trying to figure out something I can put this dowel in. So while it dries, so it doesn't drip paint everywhere. Because I don't have a... Like, if I put it up horizontally in here, then... I feel like I'm like part way to a good idea here, but I'm not all the way there. Let's roll this back. Let's roll this back. Okay. Let's take the cup out of the vase. And let's just think for a second, because we still have a non-trivial amount of paint. We have painted all the pumpkins we intended to paint. Let's check the battery on the headphones as part of our test real quick. Still at 20%. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I've got a bunch of little wooden Halloween cutouts. Let me inventory my Halloween arts and crafts thing here, just in general. That's where that went. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Now we're in business. Okay, so I did find 2 wooden skulls that need to be painted. I've got a whole bunch of D&D miniatures that have not been painted yet, but I feel like giving them just glopping chroma key paint on them could be amusing, but also is a terrible idea. There's the Kinder Glockenspiel. Good. Also, to everybody who was like, Joe, that's totally not a xylophone, that's a Glockenspiel. I was like, it says xylophone Glockenspiel on there. Me thinking that Glockenspiel is German for xylophone in this context, when the box said in huge letters Kinder Glockenspiel. Like, I don't think that's me being irrational. Okay. Oh, I'd have to remove all of the metal plates. I'd have to remove all the metal plates in here to paint the bottoms, to paint the case. That's probably not worth it. Yeah, so we've got these skulls, though, that are about this big. See here? I can't... See, the problem is I can't see the chats and what I'm doing on the camera at the same time with this setup because the laptop is not gigantically monitored. Huh. But we can paint the green. We can paint the skulls green, and then still have a million bits of paint left. Is my concern though? So like we put the skulls here, and then like it's like whoosh, you're done. There is so much paint. I can go all around the outside of that, and still have plenty of paint left. Okay, is that even showing up in the... Okay, so now we move this over here so it's not just in the middle of a huge painted area. And it's drying. Okay. Welcome back, NJ. We are painting these little wooden skull things. They're skull decorations. Oh, you know what? My daughter actually painted this side of this one white already, so the other one was not painted yet. So we'll just go ahead and leave this one as is. So we have one chroma green skull now. Fighting the urge to say you missed a spot. Yeah. This is... I should not have poured this much paint. I just have so much more paint to use. Maybe I should just take... I've got this canvas here. Here's what I'm going to do, is I am going to just put a nice green layer on this canvas, and then I will figure out what to paint on top of it later. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. given the amount of paint I have. I can definitely figure out something to paint on top of a chroma green square canvas, right? That seems like a Joe Hill's talent. Okay. I don't want to pour it back into the can because of the dirt that was on the pumpkins, is the thing. So, I was going to say, if only I had an easel to put this on, but I do have that book holder thing from earlier. It's fine. No one cares. It's fine. We're just going to do this real. So I actually do want to get it smoothly and spread out properly on this canvas here. I don't want to do this all glopped on because I want to be able to actually paint on top of this later. Now, I don't do a lot of. Okay, so to actually get this to look good, I think I'm going to have to go smoothly across the canvas. If Winnie T. Ford is actually here, that would be awesome for some quick canvas tips. This is not a particularly nice one. I got this for messing around. I've been meaning to get back into like doing real fine art stuff. Like once the YouTube thing is actually like running well on the whole, like right now everything's kind of seat of the pants, and with my daughter in virtual school, everything's kind of crazy there. But I'm hoping long term to actually be able to get back into fine art stuff. Oh yeah, I'm realizing you guys can't see what I'm doing at all. Pour the extra paint in a solo cup and saran wrap it. Ooh, okay. This paint is now dripping off the side. So pour some saran wrap over the cup and it should keep for a bit. Okay, that's actually helpful to know because we do have saran wrap. It's behind the green screen and the candelabras, which is like the candelabras can't really be moved that far without completely removing the green screens cannot be moved very far without completely removing all of the what do you call them? All of the candles. But you know, okay. So of course the way I've got the camera right now, there's no good way for me to hold this. There's no good way for me to hold this that you guys can see what I'm doing easily. But I was going to try and come around here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is very experimental stream. I don't have the camera set up properly for this, for what I'm doing. Okay. And we'll come back to this canvas in a future stream and add something on top of it. Because you see the green here, it chroma's great. So then we put something in the middle of it, like an @ symbol or, I don't know, something, anything. But yeah. You can even see the grain there is okay. Okay. Green screen canvas, a chroma keys like that. Okay. Ava Glowworm says this is probably, or honestly, this is probably one of the best Joe Hill streams I've ever been a part of. Thank you. Yurgi says canvas. What canvas? We don't need no stinking canvas. Okay. So when I thought about how I'm going to let this dry, Ooh, here's what we'll do. We will set this on top of a paper plate that will not touch the edges too much. Okay, I'm realizing though, there are some bits here that it didn't go all the way across. I'm just going to need to get a little bit more paint here. Of course, I'm outside of the camera range now. Sorry, camera viewers. For everybody who's just listening to this on audio, this is the same thing, though, for you. Basically, I'm trying to touch up part of the canvas that I underpainted right on the edge. Right on the edge. And, of course, I already set it down where I wanted it to dry. I'm just trying to get an interesting texture going across here of, like, nice, smooth strokes that don't feel terrible. We want to have some confidence here, which is funny because I have no idea what I'm doing. So, whatever. It's fine. The world is our canvas. I actually do have a globe that I considered briefly. I was like, what if I just color the oceans green? And I was like, I bought that for my daughter to learn things. And we keep it like within arm's reach of the dinner table because it comes up all the time. She's constantly asking about places, especially now that we can't go anywhere. And so, yeah, I was like, I should not ruin her globe. It's funny too, because when I bought the globe, the people at the store, like I'm at the checkout, and the person at the checkout goes, "Why would you buy a globe?" And I was like, I have a kid, and she's doing school from home because of coronavirus. And she's just like, okay. I thought it was weird when they bought a bunch of those. You're the first person I've seen actually buy one. And I'm like, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea. Like, why should I have to defend this? I just want to go home. It, everybody here might be sick. All I want to do is leave. Please, just sell me this. I want to pay the amount of money that's on the sticker for this object. Why you gotta hassle me? It's not like I'm trying to buy like a controlled substance. It's just like I just want to buy this globe, okay? That's all I want is to walk out of this store with this globe. Okay. So, we're going to tip this back down. Oh, uh-oh. That was the 10% warning on the wireless headphones. So that quick charge did get us quite a bit of charge. I mean, we are still going quite a bit later, but when one of them was completely dead. But yeah, we're gonna want to not probably do another charging break. I'm basically almost ready to wrap up here. We're just gonna get green screen paint all over this stick so I can attach things to it for dumb bits in the future. Not Twitch bits, I'm not an affiliate. But like, or like dumb comedy bits type of thing. Okay, so. The Poison Muse says, my family bought a globe and within a week it was already out of date. It's fine. Because honestly, half the stuff I'm talking about is out of date. My daughter's asking me all these questions about the American Revolution because she's really into Hamilton and all this stuff about the founding of the different colonies. And it's like this map of Massachusetts on the current day globe does not reflect accurately the borders and boundaries of the Massachusetts colony, or whatever it was at the time. Massachusetts Bay Colony. So, like, we're already, like, we're talking about stuff that's out of date. So the globe itself being out of date isn't going to kill me. Okay. Is Hamilton good, though? Well, we saw it. That was her big Christmas present from me, was I took her to Hamilton in January when it came through Nashville. And she managed to stay awake almost the entire time, which is fine. I enjoyed it. I got to go see Hamilton with my daughter and with my friends, and it was a good night out. And because it was a Christmas present, you know, we got. I didn't feel bad paying for better seats than I would have otherwise, which is good because my friends wanted good seats, and I didn't have to be the guy who's like, well, "What if we got worse seats?" That's one of those weird things too. It's like I'm starting my own business on YouTube and just had an expensive divorce. And it's like my other friends are like, we're single professionals. We want to get good concert tickets. I'm like, I would like to go to the concert with you, but I don't know if we need to sit there. It makes me feel like kind of, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's like I'm a single parent who's paying Cobra insurance. Uh, yeah, hold on. Let me ban that person who's spamming. Okay. The continents themselves change so slowly. The globe is pretty decent enough for that. Yeah. Okay. So I think that I've actually figured out how I need to dry this, and that is I just need to prop it up on something so the whole thing isn't just touching the bottom. Watch, 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 watch. Oh, look at that. I put it, now I can put my fingers underneath. Oh, you can't see. But anyway, the core concept here is, oh, there you can see my fingers. So I propped it up on the roll of duct tape on one end. And so now it doesn't actually touch the bottom all that much. And it can dry 360 degrees around. So that's a solution. How much paint do we still have? About half an inch. Wow, maybe more. Maybe more. Maybe, that's almost an inch, is what it feels like. Okay. Someone explain what's happening right now. We're painting? Okay, so we painted 3 pumpkins today. We painted a wooden dowel, a dice tray, a BRB sign. The BRB sign's almost dry. Is it in frame? Yeah, I think that the second B is maybe a little rough there. That's maybe not ideal. Maybe I should touch that up, actually, while we're here. With paint that I'd have too much of, yeah, let's make the B just be better. And there we go. Just go touch up. I'm realizing none of this is on camera. I'm realizing, whoops, I just touched the dowel. This dowel really absorbs the paint, though. You let it go for a minute and a half, and it's just like, I mean, but it's wood, so I mean, that's what you'd expect, probably. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to touch up the BRB sign. Which I forgot to do on camera. Okay, yelling what is happening in all caps when I just explained what is happening is not helpful. So, yeah, that's going to be a timeout. Okay. If saran wrap covers the paint, excluding the air, it should keep very well. Yeah. Yeah. The problem is getting to the saran wrap requires moving all of the what do you call them? Let me see if I can figure out a safe way to do this. Hold on. I'm gonna try moving one of the cameras. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. Okay. Yeah. So if I can do this without breaking the laptop, or getting the wire in the middle of all the things I'm trying to dry. Okay, let's try turning that back on. Yeah, so the candelabras are directly in front of the saran wrap. So I guess that's actually the next thing to do on this stream is to clean up. So, okay, first off, I've still got a ton of paint everywhere, all over me. Not, well, just mostly on my hands, actually. It's all, hopefully not on my face. It would have shown up, no it wouldn't, because of the chroma. Okay, so to actually do this right, to get the saran wrap to put on the paint, I need to turn off 14 candles, which I don't have. There's like an infrared remote for them. Don't know where it is. Don't know where that is. Let me give that. Hey, thank you very much to Michael McMurray for the 5. It says, you helped me get some very important studying done this evening. Love the stream despite the few hiccups you had. Well, thank you very much. That is going to put us 15 away from our next face camera expansion. So thank you, Michael. Okay. Let me go look for that remote. It's like I should be able to find it. Wait. Is this it? Hey, there we go. That'll save me from clicking all the buttons a bunch of times. Okay. Yeah, the Slimer does look amazing. I'm really happy with the Slimer. Oh no, that's my face. Okay. Excuse me. So, to get to the saran wrap, we need to move all of the candles because the candelabras can't be moved with the candles in them. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Like from a camera framing point of view. Okay. Okay. So, oh, look! I got the whole candelabra there. I got these under my chin. Okay, wireless headphones for the win. Candles under the chin. Okay, we'll just put these, anywhere. Okay. So that is one candelabra. We can now safely move. I marked on the floor where it needs to go. The actual place that this candelabra needs to go at the end of the stream, I can't get to because I moved so many things to set up the stream. Oh no! Oh, okay, you guys. I went to pick up the candelabra and I put it down, and the tape that I put under the feet to mark on the floor where it should go just apparently was more adhesive to the feet of the candelabra than to the floor where it will. It's fine. It's fine. So on the next candelabra we pick up, I'm gonna try to wiggle the feet. It's fine. Okay, don't yell in all caps. Okay. So, now that we know roughly where it goes, though, we didn't know at all where the candelabras needed to go at the beginning of the stream when we were getting set up. So, one. It seems like the trick is one under the chin, one in the offhand, 5 in the front arm. Okay? Good. So we'll just carry these over here. Putting these down literally anywhere there's a vertical surface. Everything's everywhere, all over the place. Do 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 do. And I guess I'll bring these random cups back in as well. Okay, so I don't even know where to put these. I traded 2 candles for 2 cups from earlier, and it's like, okay. Let's check our PayPal, see if there's any tips, because we're still 15 away for the next Facecamera expansion. Okay, so second candelabra, what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure the feet are not stuck to the top of the tape before I move it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Was that so hard? Should have done that with the other one. Okay. That is not supposed to hit that. Very few parts of the stream are going as well as I did not. Okay, okay. So we'll pick this up, move that there. Why is that even okay? What is that hitting? That's too close to the wall. Candelabra has been put in a different room. Okay. Ta-da! We did it. Okay. So, yeah, this is a test stream for the pumpkin carving stream on Monday. Yeah. So, now I can go behind here. Is this going to look cool? Oh, I can't tell. That's where that was. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm going to get the saran wrap too, but first I'm going to put that there. Okay. Now I'm going to go get the saran wrap. This does not feel super safe to be back here. Okay, saran wrap kit. We are packing up this paint for later. Oh, I probably should have started rinsing the brushes with warm water already. Ooh, that was maybe a bad thing to not have already prepared. Let's... Now they are turning this water they are in. I'm nervous about carrying this over here, but I want to... Yeah, look at how green this water is. Oh, yeah, you can't really see it, can you? Unless I go down here? That is just green. Okay. Okay. Cool. Green water. Okay. Warm water loosens the brush bristles and glue mount. Warm cold water is ideal. Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Well, I'm not an expert painter. This is something. Okay. So we have the saran wrap once again. Plan. Now, here's the question. Where can I safely store a cup full of paint in a house with a child? That is the... I'm almost thinking of putting... You know, I'm actually, as I'm saying this out loud, I hate that this is actually the best idea. I should put this in, like, the nice hutch with the fancy things because she won't knock that over. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second solo cup and I'm just going to seal this. Now that I've got the saran wrap around that cup, just seal that in like that. That feels like the answer. A high cupboard. People are saying up high. People are saying put it in a live Star Kids show. I don't have any of those here. Bank deposit vault. A safe. Okay. So, yeah. Neighbor's house. Then put it in Tupperware, says Yergi. I don't want to put it in any food containers. Under your bed. No. Okay. In a cleaning cabinet. See, the problem is with the cleaning cabinets is that's where I'm like about to put back like the isopropyl alcohol and a bunch of stuff. So I don't want to immediately knock this over myself. Okay, I'm going to put it on top of the hutch. And that should be, she's not going to, okay, batteries are, okay, yeah, we just lost, did we lose both headphones? Because they have independent batteries. Okay, one of them just hit 0. The other one is dying hard. So we have been at this for 4 hours now with one 5-minute recharge. As far as tests go on streams, I think this has been a successful test. Yeah, we're not gonna charge one headphone and then keep going because we're basically done. I got to take down the green screen still and rearrange the entire apartment. Ooh, but I can do that on my own time. So thank you to everybody who dropped by. I hope you enjoyed this. Hey, we just got a $5 tip from Case Walker. Thank you very much, Case, for that. That is going to put us... Oh, wait, that is actually going to trigger our next face camera expansion. I thought we were 15 away, but we were only 5. So here we go. Expand. Let's turn that off. Expand. Just. Do. Lowering that opacity now to filters. Chroma key. 32%. Brrr. Thank you very much, Case. And was there a note on that? Because it doesn't show up until I open the app separately. So let's open the app separately just in case there was a note. So stream's not over yet because I still have to check the final tip notes. Yeah, we're gonna do a raid. Don't worry. I've got to read the. I've got to check to see if there's a note to see here. GG candelabra feet. I know, right? I know. Okay. Well, thank you to everybody who had a great time for having a great time with me. We are going to figure out who we are raiding next. Twitch.tv/following. I have a feeling. I think I know who we're going to raid, but I need to see if they're still online. I'm pretty sure they would be. Pretty sure they would be. Yes, it looks like indeed. The CosmoQuest folks are in hour 16 of their big fundraiser, and it looks like they're playing Minecraft, which is cool. CosmoQuest is a convention that does, it's a Twitch channel. They do a convention for. They're all about space. I'm really tired. I'm doing a bad job of explaining this. If you like space, you would like learning about space from them. They are actual scientists who bring in other actual scientists, and it's a great show. So anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Tell them, howdy, y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Okay, why is that raid now button not working? Is it working? Maybe it's working.